I didn't want my son to see me being beaten every day. I want my son to have a different life, to be respected of others, and to respect women, and be able to have a life that he deserves as a child.
Run to a shelter, run to a friend. Run for my life before it comes to an end. Run to a shelter, run to a friend. Run for my life before it comes to an end. I am gonna run far away from here. I won't repeat this part of my life. It's over and excuse me. I don't have to live this way I'm living here today. I don't have to suffer anymore. I'm walking right out of that door.
Domestic abuse is something that enough people don't appreciate or understand.
When the person has power and control over the other one.
Physical or emotional abuse.
Obsessive or abusive control of people. Financial abuse.
Sexual abuse.
Physical abuse.
Verbal abuse.
Not allowing someone to make their own decisions.
It's very cultural.
It's about power and control.
We know it's not right, but some women, that's all they know, that's all there is to it.
Certainly everyone thinks about the batterer or the husband that beats his wife. But that's just one aspect of a much, much bigger problem.
Where do I go? How do I get there? How do I support myself? How do I support my children?
It's really scary to think starting a different life, especially when you think you can't do it on your own. You're not good enough.
They have been abused for so long that they lost this idea of self, who I am, what I'm doing, where I'm going, what I want from life.
You never know when that batterer is going to show up at your grocery store, at your dentist, your children's school.
Domestic violence, I never thought that it affects more than just the person that's being violated.
Children can't attend to and start learning if they're so all consumed with these very adult situations.
That also has devastating consequences in terms of their long-term social emotional development.
The kids are put in a situation that they didn't ask for.
How painful it is to be in the middle.
These kids try to defend their mothers.
When you don't have the voice, when you are little.
A husband actually shot and killed his ex-wife in front of their daughter.
My sister was murdered by her boyfriend.
Literally had seconds to get her out of that house. The risk was so great that she actually had to be relocated out of state.
If we were aware of it, it wouldn't have happened.
From that point on, I've always become involved with organizations like this. It's just something that I feel we need to do.
Respond provides the advocacy, provides the helping hand, leads the survivor through the legal process.
Our founders were very, very committed to making sure that Respond would shelter families with teenage boys. Do I leave my son behind versus going into the safety of shelter? That seems like a decision that no one should ever have to make.
What I do is just to be there for them, to make them remember the person they were before this relationship, and try to make goals for life because they don't have anymore.
I have 2 cards on my desk. When I have a victim, I hand them my card, and the second card I hand them is Respond. The next thing I say to them is, when you have questions, or you need a safety plan, or you need some support, you need locks changed, you need financial support, you need food on the table, go to Respond. They're the agency that's going to assist you in it.
Hello, how can I help you? Are you looking to come into shelter?
It's an incredibly respectful environment.
We can serve someone fully who is in a wheelchair.
There's a kitchen where women can actually do their own cooking. In many shelters, it's much more regimented about you eat at this time and you're only allowed in the kitchen at this time.
We can have 3 families of 5 in the shelter at one time. Each family will share a room. There's usually 2 sets of bunk beds.
When women tuck their children in at night, they know where they are. The quilts are for children. the children can feel safe and the mothers can feel safe.
The favorite room that the kids like in the shelter is the playroom. That's a room where we go and have fun. That's a room where we go and try to learn. Little girls love to play in the housekeeping area. Their pretend play actually move them from that reality that they live.
When you walk in, you can really feel this cycle of violence is going to get broken.
Donate your time, your talent, or your treasure. And we welcome people to participate in a way that feels comfortable and unique to them.
Because of the work that we do, we are ensuring that future generations will know about domestic violence, be more educated about it, and hopefully will be able to eradicate it and put ourselves out of a job.
Respond saved my life and my kid.